Take these off and get comfy. I don't know what that accent was. Okay, so long time no vlogging. As promised, I am gonna start off getting back into vlogging with like a question and answer vlog. So here goes. I've had quite a lot of questions. I'm gonna split it kind of into like lifestyle and then like gym and health related, because there was two like kinds of questions. So we will start with, don't know what to start with. I think I'll start with lifestyle because I think everything's just been a bit like gymmy at the moment on my vlogs. Okay, Jesus, the first one's a bit of an interview question. What would you say your biggest strength and your biggest flaw is? Well, my biggest strength I think is independence. I am such an independent person. Like, I don't ever get to the point where I rely on anyone for anything. I think that's from going to boarding school and kind of fending for myself from a young age. My mum was always working, and then I've got two older brothers that just didn't look after me. So yeah, I've always just been really independent and strong-willed. Second one, oh no, now it's my biggest weakness. There's two. One of them, yeah, I can't decide between the two. One of them is stressing too much and overthinking. I overthink the smallest of things. Like, for someone, like something wouldn't even bother someone and I will think about it for days. Another one is lack of self-confidence, which sounds really cliche and people are going to think you're so confident, but I'm honestly not. Like, there's so many things that I would love to do but I'm just not confident enough, i.e. compete. Everyone that knows me will know, like, I've kind of surrounded myself with people that do compete, and I'm talking about like bikini competitions and stuff, and I just don't have the sass or the confidence. Like, I just don't feel like I could pull it off. Can you give me a breakdown of your makeup please? It always looks so flawless. Oh, thank you. It actually doesn't in real life. I just know the lighting. But yeah, I use at the moment, it's quite a heavy foundation. I use Urban Decay, let me check. Urban Decay All Nighter in shade 4. I'm quite pale naturally. That is quite a dark shade. I have to have fake tan on to wear that. But yeah, so Urban Decay All Nighter for my foundation, and then powder, I'll just use whatever really. I'm not really fussy about my powder. Bronzer, I use the MAC bronzer, don't know what it's called. This is really unhelpful. Eyeshadow, I use the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Most often, like, I do have other ones but I don't use them half as often. Like, it's my go-to, it's what I've got on now. And I always wear eyeshadow if I'm wearing makeup because go hard or go home. This is a common question actually. What mascara do I use? I use Urban Decay Perversion. Usually I used to go just high street mascara because I thought expensive mascaras weren't worth the money, but that one is a strong fave. High street mascara wise, I would say the Millions. I think it's L'Oreal. It's in like a gold thing. Millions. That's a strong fave. Blusher, I use Laura Mercier, and on my eyebrows I also use Laura Mercier like gel with just like a little angle brush, and then lips, just whatever I've got. It's usually MAC. So yeah, that is my face. Not very exciting. I don't have like all the amazing stuff, like loads of different setting powders and contour. I don't do all that. Find it too difficult. I'm not skilled enough, sadly. Just wondered if you had any tips for going through a breakup. Well. without sounding like a bitch, no one's ever broken up with me. And I've always like been the one to call it off. So, and I only call it off when like I know for sure that my heart's not in it anymore. God, that sounds like I've broken up with a lot of people. I haven't. I've had three proper boyfriends. One really long-term one who I had a house and everything with. I was 18 and I bought a house with a boyfriend. How silly. But it didn't turn out that bad, to be honest. In terms of going through a breakup, I think what you need to like think about is, if that person doesn't want you, then you can always find someone that will want you. So you don't need to like sit and wallow in your sorrows, because that person obviously wasn't right for you. As much as you may have like loved them, if they don't love you, it's not a mutual thing. So you can get something that is mutual and therefore is better. Make sure you've got a strong support network around you. I think that's so important, to like keep busy, have your friends there, have your family there. I'd say try not to like say, oh, we'll keep friends, especially if you've still got feelings there, because it's just like holding on to something that probably won't ever work. Remember that in a few years' time you'll be so over it and you'll be on to bigger and better things. I've been meaning to ask you for ages, what do you and your boyfriend do for dates when you don't want to go over your macros? We struggle to find stuff to do that doesn't involve a lot of food. Snap. Honestly, like, this is the bane of my health and fitness journey, is finding things to do that don't involve food. Obviously there is things to do, but like at the end of the day, food is life and nothing beats a good meal. And even if you find some things to do that doesn't involve food, say like go to the cinema or go like to crazy golf or something, you still want food after or before. Like that, it feels like half a date if it's not without food, but we just get on with it. Like, we don't really do that much anyway, me and Mikey. We just kind of, we're so busy, we finish work, I go to the gym in the evening anyway, and then we just chill at night. So as boring as it sounds, we don't really. And when we do go on a date, we just try and stick to our macros by just having like a protein source, like a steak, and then just have like a side of potatoes or chips or something. But yeah, it is really shit. In Liverpool there's go-karting, there is that trampolining park which is really fun, cinema obviously, Tango Ice Splash is sugar free, that is the one. And then there's like this thing that I really want to go to actually, and it's like a maze thing, like you have to use your logic to get out of this room. I don't really know how it works, but that sounds really fun, and that is my next date. I've not told Mikey yet, but that's what I want to do. Oh yeah, and then there's ghetto golf, there's a junkyard golf. Baltic Market's really good, but that's food. And then like walking by the docks is really nice. I love a good walk. So yeah, and you're getting your steps in. Would you rather never use social media sites or apps again, or never watch another movie or TV show? I'm not into movies, I'm not into TV. That isn't even a hard question for me. I'd rather never watch TV or watch movies. That could be quite sad, but I think social media is such a massive part of life now. Like, you can actually learn a lot. Like, it's not just wasting time like scrolling through. Like, I've got so much knowledge from social media and met so many people and things like that, that I wouldn't want to give that up to watch TV. No. And that was the last of the lifestyle questions. Gym. Hey lovely, I just wondered how long you've been going to the gym, and did you start it alone or with a friend? So I started my fitness journey alone. I I want to, I don't know. A member of my gym for 2.5, 3 years. 2.5 years, yeah, before I actually started weight training. But I just wasted my time in those 2.5 years, and I did do that with a friend, with a couple of friends, like they would come every so often, and then when I actually started weight training, I did it totally on my own. And you know what? It was actually so much easier than what people might think. So for me, in the 2.5, 3 years that I went to the gym previously, I never spoke to one single person in the gym, and within 2.5 to 3 months of weight training, I'd spoken to quite a lot of people. So I just think weight training is a friendlier environment, and it's not actually everyone judging you. Everyone wants to help you out, and yeah, so I didn't find it difficult doing it alone. That wasn't the question, but I'm just going to put that one out there. And I've been going to the gym. The other part of the question was how long have you been going? Obviously I've been doing that 2.5, 3 years before, but I don't count that because I was still a chunk and didn't see any progress. And all I did was like stupid little 15-minute ab circuits. Since I started it properly, I've been going for 14 months now, so just over a year, and I've loved it. That wasn't part of the question either. Hey girl, just discovered your profile and I'm in love already. You look amazing. I just wondered, how many calories do you eat in a day on your cut? Oh, this isn't something really that I do go into, because especially on my Instagram, because everyone's different and I don't want someone to follow my diet and expect to see results, because that's just not how it works. But for me personally, I am eating about 1,450 calories on a training day. On a rest day, I am eating about 1,100 calories, which isn't a lot, I know, but I've only got about a month and a bit, and I don't feel like I'm dying, so it is what it is. Hi there, could you just tell me how much cardio you do daily? Of course I can. Right now I do 40 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes post-workout on training day, so 70 minutes and only 40 on a rest day. I have 2 rest days a week. Yeah, that was an easy question. Hey girl, what's your diet like and how many times a day do you eat? I'm struggling to find meals that I like and that aren't too bland, like plain chicken or spiced chicken just isn't my thing. Oh, I eat between 5 and 6 meals if you count like post-workout. So I am eating a lot, but they're only small portions. For example, in the morning I do have my oats, which is like a godsend, and then through the day I'm just having like bits of protein. Around my workout I have a bagel or more oats. Post-workout I have a lot of cereal, and then at night time I have yogurt and blueberries and peanut butter. So to me that's not that bland. If you don't like eating chicken, then 5% lean mince is good. Mix that with a bit of broccoli and rice, or tuna. Tuna's really good. Whitefish, I know it's plain, but it's the sort of blend bro sauces make plain chicken so much better. I strongly recommend. Hi, love your Insta. Just wanted to know how you stick to eating so well. I find it so difficult, especially living in the middle of the town where there's all fast food places. Girl, I know. Yeah, I feel ya. I walk to the gym every day past about 100 fast food places and restaurants and all this straight through town, and it is hard. But at the end of the day, I just think this is what I want to do. Like, yeah, I enjoy eating, but I enjoy looking good more than eating. Not more than eating, but like more than eating out all the time. Like, it is hard, but when you see results and when you feel good about yourself, when you wake up in the morning, like, it's so worth it. I remember when I just used to eat shit all the time, and to be honest with you, I never felt good, and not just like confident good, like I never felt active and fresh and full of energy. I just felt tired and lethargic and heavy. So to me, I just think just makes me feel shit anyway, so don't need it. Obviously, I do like a good takeaway now and again, but you know. Hey girl, just followed your account yesterday, already loving it. I'm currently struggling to lose weight. Even though I count my macros and weight train 6 times a week, what would you say your top tips are? Okay, so my top tips for losing weight are hard work, consistency, and persistence. I think they're kind of like all the same, similar thing, but you need to put the effort in. Yeah, you might be weight training 6 times a week, but actually how hard are you pushing yourself? Are you going to failure on your reps? Are you sweating? Nice. Cardio wise, are you doing any cardio? But I'd also say definitely make sure you're not eating too much. I know, like, maybe adjust your macros, because my macros haven't been the same through my whole cut. They slowly have been decreasing, and my cardio has been increasing, so I've never actually hit a plateau yet. Every week I've had a new low weight and it's worked for me. Hey, I've followed you on Instagram for a while now. I love all your posts, they're so helpful. I just wondered if you could give me any advice on how to include fruit into my plan. I absolutely love fruit and natural yogurt for my breakfast and as a snack through the day, but my sugar ends up like 60 grams over, and I'm always struggling on how to make it work without cutting it out completely. Okay, so macro tracking, I don't look at my sugars, so I wouldn't know if mine were over. I don't really have a target for sugars, if that makes sense. But what I will say, if you do like fruit, then have it around your workout, because it is high in sugar and your insulin sensitivity is highest after a workout. So therefore the sugars will be used most beneficially post-workout. But to be honest with you, I have blueberries in my yogurt at night. I could have some berries in my oats if I wanted. It's not that bad. Like I wouldn't let it stress you. I mean, if you're having 60 grams of sugar in fruit, I think that's a lot of fruit. I think you do just need to cut down on your fruit a bit. Do you wear a waist trainer? That's short and sweet. No, I don't. I've done an Instagram post on this. I've just naturally, fortunately, very luckily, got a small waist. And I've got big hips, which also makes my waist look small. So yeah, no, don't wear a waist trainer. Don't really believe in them either. Apart from, my coach did talk about something interesting about it improving the way you breathe, but not actually for aesthetics. Hi, I'm really trying to start to eat better and stuff. You have motivated me so much because I'm usually such a slog, but seeing your progression has really helped me. I love things like that. I'm struggling for meal ideas, when to lose weight and tone up. Just wondering what your fave meals are every day. It's hard to stay motivated when all I can think to eat is healthy salad and meat. Okay, so my favourite meals are my yogurt with toffee flav drops, put my blueberries in the microwave, stir that in. Oh my god, it's so good, with a bit of peanut butter, and it is so good. Oh, it's divine. And that's not boring to me, that's quite nice. I also have a bagel with jam on, so that's yummy. I have chicken and rice, and I don't just get like plain white rice, I just get the Uncle Ben's like golden vegetable rice, which is flavoursome and yummy. So yeah, my favourite will probably be the yogurt, and also oats in the morning. Oats with raisins and protein. Hey there, I was just wondering, have you ever lost any friends to health and fitness? kind of. Like, I've drifted from friends, and there's a few friends that it's led to arguments with because they think that I'm boring and I don't want to socialise and go out anymore. So yeah, I've lost friends to fitness, but I just think they probably weren't friends worth having if they're just gonna pie me because I found a hobby. It's hard, and sometimes at some points I have felt lonely, but it is what it is. You've just got to make these sacrifices. Just wondering, how much weight have you lost on your cut and how long has it taken? Also, how much more weight are you trying to lose? So far I have lost 8 kilograms. I was 59 kilograms and now I'm 51. I thought that I was gonna get to about 52 and be happy, but no, I want more off. There's still more to lose. Coach kind of agrees with me on that one. He's not saying I'm fat or anything, but for me to be as lean as what I want to be, obviously more needs to come off. So I said to him, how much more weight do you expect me to lose? And he said he has no idea, everyone's different, and you can't really put a figure on what's going to make someone achieve their goal. So that's fair enough. Personally, I think I'll lose about two more kilograms, and so that's 10 kilograms overall in the space of about 16 weeks. Yeah, it's quite a lot of weight, but I've enjoyed it and I feel so much better. Last question. How often do you train and what is your current training split? So I train 5 times a week. I do legs, shoulders, back, rest. Legs, shoulders, back, rest. Legs, shoulders, back, rest. Legs, shoulders, back, rest. So that's 8 days. So yeah, my split doesn't kind of like match up to per week. It's like a rolling thing. I never train the same thing on the same day, but I like training like that. It used to be push, pull, rest, legs, push, rest, pull, legs. So I'd do 2 days on and then 1 day off, but now I do 3 days on and 1 day off. I'd never realised I've just changed that. Well, my coach has changed it. I thought I wasn't getting as much rest. I'm struggling with training, you know. At the moment I am struggling. I'm not pushing myself as hard as what I should be. But yeah, that's a story for another day. I hope you enjoyed my questions and answer vlog, and I hope it wasn't too long and boring. I'll try and cut it down. And my next vlog, I don't really know what I want to do, so if you've got any suggestions, comment below. Oh yeah, a haul. I might do like a bikini haul, or like a try on my own gym wear haul. If anyone's got any suggestions though, please let me know. And if you like the video, please subscribe and like it, and I'll see you guys next time.